Tonight, a driver who perpetrated a hit-and-run crashes into a whole new wall of trouble. Major disaster is averted in the city after a fire breaks out in the CDC. And Fusion Mass presents Oyo, the God Within.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Friday, the 20th of December, 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We're on Flow, channel 117. The broadcast is also being simulcast on Kiss FM Radio. You can watch via our website. It's www.caribbeanhottv.com or on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. A hit-and-run driver was apprehended in the community of Bois-d'En-Jacmel around 9 a.m. Friday. The hit-and-run caused extensive damage to two vehicles and a nearby shop. Residents are counting their blessings that no one was hurt during the reckless accident. Solange Alfred reports.
An attempt to flee the scene of the accident landed a reckless driver in more hot water than he bargained for. On Friday, December 20th at around 9:50 a.m., vehicle number PL421 was involved in a minor accident. Sources informed Hot 7 TV that after speaking with the other party involved in the accident, the driver of PL421 attempted to flee the scene. This led to a string of unfortunate events in the community of Bois-d'En-Jacmel. Resident and shop owner Joseph, also known as Non, described the series of events that led to a parked van crashing into his shop.
If there was anybody inside the shop, that person would die. So, and I asked who made it, and he told me his car there. He knocked that van on the side there, the van had parked right over there, and right off that van there, and push it inside there. And I asked for the guy, they told me the guy run down the road. And the people run down the road and they catch him right by Ajuda by the school. No, he's not from here. He's from Bukal, somewhere Bukal. I don't know exactly where he's from.
Meanwhile, the owner of the parked van, who wished to stay anonymous, said he narrowly escaped with his life thanks to quick feet. He said once he realized what had occurred, he quickly took off to apprehend the reckless driver.
I hear a vehicle coming down the road with a speed. So there is a step up there. I had to run on top of the step to save my life. So the vehicle himself never make the corner, go straight in the van, and the van go on the opposite side in the shop. Right there. That's what happened. He has a driver's license, but it expired, and he was running. So I have to run from him to catch him to bring him back to the police.
So you were part of the people that ran behind him?
Yes, I was the one who ran and catch him.
Officers were present to mark off the road where the incident took place. When our news crew got to the scene, the driver at the root of all the commotion could be seen handcuffed by law enforcement. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
A variety store located in the CDC complex near Jeremy Street has become the latest in a string of businesses in the Castries vicinity to suffer damage as a result of fire. The St. Lucia Fire Service Department responded to the incident at around 10:02 p.m. on Thursday, the 19th of December. The fire service says the workload was light, thanks in part to the helpful assistance of some good Samaritans.
A catastrophe was avoided thanks in part to the quick thinking of individuals in and around the CDC complex near Jeremy Street. On Thursday, December 20th, the St. Lucia Fire Service Department responded to a fire emergency in the CDC, Shop SF5. Divisional Officer St. Lucia Fire Service Department David Antoine says the variety store received fire and smoke damage that started off at the back of a refrigerator.
On Thursday, December 19th at approximately 10:02 p.m., fire officers from the Castries Fire Station responded to a structural fire on Jeremy Street. That structure consisted of a small variety shop measuring about 10 by 20 feet in dimension. On arrival at the scene, fire officers had to make a forced entry into the structure. Immediately after, they were able to control and extinguish the fire that emanated from a refrigerator.
Antoine says though the entry posed a problem for firefighters, the assistance of individuals ensured the fire did not spread uncontrollably.
That we had to make a forced entry, and you know the CDCs have those big doors that are reinforced. So we had to break through that barrier and then gain access. When we got there, personnel from the CDC area attempted to extinguish that fire from the back of the structure where it emanated from, at least where they saw the sign of smoke. So even before I got there, the place was already inundated with water from what they threw in from the outside. But when we got there and we gained access to the refrigerator, we were able to do a direct hit and extinguish the fire.
The morning of Friday, December 20th, a cleaning crew was witnessed at the variety store cleaning up the damage the fire had left behind. Mere days away from Christmas, one source revealed to Hot 7 TV a considerable amount of product in the variety store was lost as a result of the fire. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The Vieux Fort Solid Waste Management Facility is fully operational. Yet, according to them, some residents of the South have opted to indiscriminately and continuously dump garbage less than 1 minute outside the facility. The Vieux Fort Constituency Council, the Solid Waste Management Authority, and the Royal St. Lucia Police Force have taken a zero-tolerance policy against illegal dumping. The Vieux Fort Solid Waste Management Facility is fully operational. Garbage from Dennery South right through to Soufriere is still being received at this facility on a daily basis with no additional cost to households or businesses. However, the process of landfilling where refuse is buried no longer takes place at the facility. Over the past few months, the St. Lucia Solid Waste Management Authority says it has recorded a very disturbing trend.
We have a number of areas in Vieux Fort where people are dumping illegally, and other places people do not observe the collection days.
The disused airstrip and the Mankote Mangrove are two of the prime locations for illegal dumping. Over the past few months, the authority has undertaken significant cleanup in those areas. Interestingly, most of the waste being dumped appears to be commercial waste. These illegal dumping grounds are less than 1 minute away from the official solid waste management facility, which begs the question, why?
Some business persons would pay a jumbie $5. If you pay a jumbie $5 to dispose of the garbage, he will not go to the dump. The landfill operations has no effect on our garbage collection in Vieux Fort. Everything is as normal.
All waste from the southern collection area is currently being transferred to the Dayglow Sanitary Landfill in 45-foot long-haul trucks, which make several trips per day. The facility still accepts all types of waste, with the exception of hazardous material and large volumes of demolition waste. The St. Lucia Solid Waste Management Authority, the Vieux Fort South Constituency Council, and the Royal St. Lucia Police Force Southern Division have stepped up their monitoring and enforcement efforts.
Under the Litter Act, it does make the provision for persons to be charged for indiscriminate dumping of garbage. It affords a fine of $500 or 6 months imprisonment. It could also be dealt with under the Criminal Code of St. Lucia, and under the Criminal Code, it is punishable with a fine of $1,000.
The authority urges residents to call telephone number 453-2208 or 454-9809 to report any suspected case of illegal dumping. The Ministry of Health is raising concern over practices that could affect the personal health and safety of individuals this season. One of these is excessive alcohol consumption, which can lead to issues with driving and sleep deprivation. The practice is not only disastrous to one's physical health, but also on a person's mental health.
The Christmas season has become synonymous with indulging not only in food but in alcoholic beverages. In order to ensure that all can enjoy the season responsibly, the Ministry of Health and Wellness has issued a number of public health alert messages on various topics, including alcohol consumption. Program Officer for the Substance Abuse Unit, Heidi Kodra, says though alcohol consumption has become normalized during the Christmas season, she does not encourage the practice of binge drinking.
When we talk about binge drinking, we look at more than 4 drinks for a woman and more than 5 drinks for a man in any one setting. Alcohol avoids the normal digestive process and goes straight into the bloodstream, hence the effects can almost be immediate. Alcohol intoxication produces mental and physical impairments such as slurred speech, difficulty walking, or disorientation.
She says beyond the good feeling, there are many dangers associated with excessive alcohol consumption.
Young persons who choose to socialize and drink heavily should be mindful of consequences such as poor judgment, risky sexual behaviors, and adverse pregnancy outcomes. Please be aware that alcohol also serves as a muscle relaxant and a sedative, which makes you feel sleepy. It decreases awareness and impairs judgment and time reaction. As a result, excessive alcohol consumption can increase the risk of violence, crime, unintentional injuries, and premature death through drunk driving.
CODRA offered the following advice for persons who intend to engage in alcohol consumption. Always eat before or during drinking. Practice temperate drinking. Avoid peer pressure. Hot 7 TV urges the public to practice safe drinking habits for an incident-free Christmas in 2019. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, the Ministry of Health wants you to choose your meats wisely this Christmas. Promotions are in full gear for the season, and members of the public are not missing a beat. And what's going to be in your cup this Christmas? Stay with us.